soldiers have been known to travel across continents to get a message home.
I joined the military in 2006, and I did deploy to Afghanistan with Task Force 110 in May of 2010. I was excited, scared. The idea of going overseas to me is why I joined the military, and it's kind of in my family. As far as my name goes back, there's somebody that's been in the military. On the 24th of May, we were doing a normal resupply mission. I was the rear security for the vehicle, so in crewman trade, we call it the GIT, the guy in back. He stands in the back of the vehicle and launches out of the rear. And my vehicle ended up striking an IED.
The explosion would have a lasting effect on Christian.
I was ejected about 120 feet or so from the vehicle. After that, all I remember is yelling for my driver, and I got no response.
Christian's driver had been badly wounded.
I remember doing first aid on him, and then I lost consciousness due to shock. He unfortunately was killed that day. Because of my injuries, I had to come home early. And my daughter was born November 11th, so I was able to witness the birth and see my daughter born. And I remember holding her for the first time. It was the best day of my life.
After the trauma of combat, Christian was grateful for the tranquility of family life. But the calm would prove to be short-lived.
I start hearing knocking that you kind of just brush off because you thought it's your house creaking or expanding. And it's just intensified. That's all. I had some kit when I was overseas.
Christian D'Andrea had recently experienced the death of his friend while on duty in Afghanistan, quickly followed by the birth of his daughter. His instincts were on high alert when he thought he heard an intruder in his home.
And I freaked out and just grabbed my gun. And I walked through around the house and there's nothing there. I kind of just tried to brush it off and ignore it.
But the events were not so easily ignored.
One day, I was talking to my neighbors. I think me and my neighbor were outside having a cigarette. We're just talking, and I asked him, like, what time are you putting the girls to bed? And he's just like, they've been in bed since 6:30, 7? And I was just like, oh. He goes, why? I was like, well, I keep hearing banging and running over from your place. And he said the same thing. He's like, well, I thought you guys were fooling around or whatever, because I can hear the same thing. And that's when I started thinking that there's something else there.
One of Christian's friends also had strange experiences in the house.
What she told me is she saw 3 things standing behind her. And then they all turned and walked away. And when she turned around, there was nothing there. I was like, okay, well, you're over-exaggerating. So she went over next door and got my neighbor, who who came over and searched my house, and there was nothing. She was scared to be in there. If I'm in the basement, if I'm walking past the basement stairs, looks like there's someone standing on the stairs. And I looked, there's nothing there. But you would hear footsteps, legitimate footsteps walking up and down the hallway. I thought someone was in the house. I don't even know how to explain it. You can feel the vibe, like somebody else is in the house. And that bothered me. Like you have that helpless feeling.
When you're dealing with something that I like to term as a phantom draft or a phantom vibration, it's a lot different. You feel a sense that not only is your spider senses tingling, but that something's there. And